Yo, what's going on, guys? It's your boy MJ here, bringing you guys another Black Ops 3 gameplay. And I know what you guys are thinking, not another Black Ops 3 gameplay. Well, this isn't a whole gameplay, this is just the first, I believe, 27 kills of a domination game. It goes a little bit past the first half, but I went on a 27 gun streak, so I thought you guys might enjoy that in the background. Sorry for the late upload, I was out of town for most of the day, and then came back to watch the Warrior game. Uh, Not a good game, don't want to talk about it. Warriors should bounce back in Game 7. At least we hope so. So what I want to talk about today is I was in a chat with a couple of my friends earlier today, and they were talking about what their favorite Call of Duties were and perks to different Call of Duties. Not the perks in Call of Duties, but the perks to different Call of Duties, if you guys know what I'm saying. So I decided I'd give my 2 cents on what I feel is my favorite Call of Duty and just go through each Call of Duty for what it's worth to me and tell you guys where they rank in my list. So starting with COD 4, I didn't play too much of COD 4. I owned it for a little bit from a friend. It was a decent game. There were a lot of hacked lobbies. You know, you really only could use the M16 or the MP5. There are a few other good guns in that game that aren't coming to me right now, and the maps were okay. Like Bog was really fun. But in total, I don't know, it wasn't really quite my game. A lot of bullshit. But it was fun. I know it was fun for a lot of people because it was their first game, which is kind of the nostalgia effect when it comes to video games. And then moving on, so that's going to go somewhere down low, for me at least. Moving on, World at War. I never actually owned World at War. I played it a few times. It wasn't really my game. It was more for kind of like classic Call of Duty players, people who played like COD 2 and COD 3. Some pretty shitty games in my opinion. World at War had good zombies, but for this list, I'm not going to really take into account zombies or campaign or Spec Ops for the 5 of you who actually enjoy Spec Ops in this world. So we're just talking about multiplayer. World at War was cool. The MP40, too good. Something I really want to talk about is gun balance in these games, and I feel like gun balance is super important to making a good Call of Duty. Moving along, so then World at War goes pretty far down too. Let's just forget about those two games. So Modern Warfare 2 is where I kind of got introduced to Call of Duty. I didn't play it in its heyday, but I have played it quite a bit. It's got a lot of bullshit in it. You die to literally anything. I mean, you'll be running and you'll get noob tubed from across the map by some guy using one-man army noob tubing, or noob tubes. There were a lot of glitches, the Javelin glitch, the Akimbo Model 1887 glitch. And I just found myself dying to some ridiculous causes. I mean, it was just awful. And I raged, and I think I even broke my controller over Modern Warfare 2. I was so mad from that game. And it's really hacked right now too, so they obviously didn't do too great of a job with it. Except for the maps. I really enjoyed the maps in that game. But moving on. My baby. Black Ops 1. God, I love Black Ops 1. Not my favorite Call of Duty of all time. The lag was a little bad, and it was pretty noticeable in that game. The connection wasn't that good. The maps were absolutely incredible. I don't think Call of Duty has done a better job at making great maps. I mean, Summit, Firing Range, Nuketown. Oh, the first installation of Nuketown was great. Oh, wow, I just got lucky with that kill. I don't know what that guy was even using. But the maps in Black Ops 1 were just insane. And you know that's a good game when their DLC maps are good. I mean, I didn't buy the first one, but I bought 2, 3, and 4. All those maps were absolutely gorgeous, fun to play. I've played the maps from the first map pack, and the only one I really liked was Stadium. The other ones kind of suck. But besides that, gun balance. Black Ops 1 did probably the best or second best job with gun balance. I mean, if you wanted to use an assault rifle, you had the Commando, the Galil, the FAMAS. Like the M16 had its perks, the Enfield. I'm probably missing. Oh, the G11 was incredible. I mean, it was like a one-burst kill, right? Even the FN FAL for people with fast trigger fingers, deadly weapon. And then in terms of submachine guns, you had like the MP5K, the AK-74U. Like dual Scorpions were actually pretty good if you knew how to use them. And honestly, Black Ops 1 was home to my favorite sniper of all time, the L96A1. Probably the nostalgia effect again for me because it was my first real Call of Duty. But, I still had a lot of fun with that. I feel as though sniping was the hardest in Black Ops 1, and I was good at it, so I felt really proud of myself. Black Ops 1 is going to be ranked as 2. Moving on to Modern Warfare 3. Modern Warfare 3. How I went so back and forth with Modern Warfare 3. Death streaks. Why? Like, why reward a bad player? I just don't get it. Like, oh, you died 3 times? Oh, here, kill this guy one off his Moab. Just go for it. Like, juiced. You just come out of the cuts and just kill him. Like, you gotta be kidding me. Like, come on, Infinity Ward. That was an awful idea. And don't even get me started on Dead Man's Hand. But aside from that, they did introduce the Moab, which is probably one of the coolest things in any Call of Duty, in my opinion. Just because when the feeling you get in your hands and in your heart starts racing, your hands get sweaty, your vision gets blurry. Just God, it's like that one Eminem song, "Lose Yourself." I mean, it's so crazy when you're going for a Moab, and especially my first one. I can still remember exactly my first Moab, exactly what map, exactly who I was playing with, the gun I was using, just the attachments, the perks, everything. That's how cool that was for me. So Modern Warfare 3, I'm going to rank that as, let's go with third. Let's go with third, because I was good at it. It was a little bit, it had a lot of BS in it, but I was good at it, so I'll rank it as third. Moving on, Black Ops 2, my favorite Call of Duty of all time, as you guys probably know. I was just so good at Black Ops 2. I mean, the game just made sense to me. Gun balance was nice. The maps were incredible. I mean, I just, honestly, I rolled with like the MSMC almost all the time, or the M887, or the AN94. Like, there were a lot of good guns to use in that game. There was the Scar H or the Scar L, whichever one it is in that game. And the maps were great. Multiplayer ran smoothly. There were no lag effects. I feel like if the connection in Black Ops 1 was like Black Ops 2, I'd like Black Ops 1 more. But the connection was just so bad in Black Ops 1 and so good in Black Ops 2. Treyarch, props to you guys. My favorite Call of Duty. And then Ghost came. Ghost was awful. And then Advanced Warfare came. Advanced Warfare was awful. They introduced this jumping mechanic, which still makes me cringe. I mean, I hate it. I always die to it. I'll do a commentary. I'll do a whole commentary about this jumping and wall climbing mechanic because I just cannot stand it. That'll probably be in the future, probably in the next 1 or 2 videos. And then lastly, Black Ops 3, my fourth favorite Call of Duty. It's fun. It's really hard. I'm struggling a lot more. My KD right now in my RTC is about 2.5, which is pretty good, but I can do a lot better in the other 3 Call of Duties that are above it. So yeah, thank you guys. Subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.